Okay, welcome back everyone, Zaff here. In this video, we're gonna talk about 2 tricks to maxing your power. Oh my gosh. Listen, I know the video is about power, but what are the devs cooking here? There is no way. This is the next Hunter, you're kidding me. What am I looking at? I'm literally sitting here in shock. I'm in awe of what I'm presented here. I could talk about this for hours. I know you're here for power. I know we're gonna discuss power tips, but I mean, let's all take a minute to enjoy what we have on the screen here. Oh, I don't know what to say. This is Isla. I'm hiding GM. Okay, what's going on in this game? This game is in full Zaff virus mode. I don't even know what to say. Oh my goodness gracious me, oh my. Isla, right? I'm in shock. I don't even know what to say. But anyways, let's continue. I do want to go over some tips when it comes to power. As you can see, we're at 963k. I am a light to mid spender. Just kidding, don't roast me in the comments, but here are some tips that I use to basically start maximizing on my power. Power is so important because, as you know, Baron just came out and the power requirement is just so high. And actually, let me see, do we go all the way to 40 now? And we do. Interestingly, no, do we? And we do. Yes, that's right. We're on battle tier 40. What a big jump from such a little change. So let's go over exactly what you need to do to make sure you maximize on that juicy power, so future boss battles will become much easier. But just very quick, please do subscribe. Almost at 100k, means so much. Thank you everyone, much love. I do appreciate it so much. And also, don't forget to support us, Netmarble's free supporter program. You get free codes by doing so. Right now we have 1, 2, 3, and a 4th code coming out very soon. Do stay tuned. When you support, after a few hours, you will get 3 codes. Every single supporter will get these codes and 1 more coming out. So do stay tuned. I make sure everyone gets a code. And if you want to find where your codes are, right here in my page, scroll down, receive benefits. That's where the codes go. And lastly, a big shout out to Pluto for when you first comment to our last video. Here is your shout out to enjoy that juicy Discord role. And if you want a full Baron guide, I uploaded a video. It's a bit long, but it's a good watch. Give it a try. So let's jump back right into the game. One thing I do recommend every single person do going forward, at least 1 purchase every single day, is to buy gate keys. Yes, that's right. I've already purchased 3 sets today. So 1, 2, 3. These don't cost 1,050. I believe your first purchase is 150 essence. Even 1 every single day will really add up. Even if you're free to play, it is worth it. You have to remember, gate keys are vital for one thing. That is getting resources for your shadows. Let me show you. I'll purchase 1 extra, though I don't advise it. 3 should be the best value point. Well, let me buy here. Because every single additional key set you buy, a set of 3, it does cost more. So it's not ideal, as you can see, if I go to buy it, 50 more. So it does start at, so it does start at 150, then 200, 250, 300, 350. So 3 is kind of my threshold, since I am a mid spender, of course. Anyways, let's find something to sweep really quick. I do look for being above gates, doesn't really matter. So let's find a B1, or I can just do a JINWOO one really quick. And again, the reason why we do this is because shadow material is so scarce in this game. You just can't find it anywhere, and gates are the best resource for it. So imagine, every single day, you're getting 3 additional gates in. It does add up, trust me. And I don't have any sweep stuff, so let me find a gold gate and quickly do it. So there's 1, give me 1 second. So I'll finish off this A rank gold gate, give me 1 second. Okay, so we got that finished. Let's see, what rewards do we get here? This is why it's so vital, because we just got this shadow material. Very good, and also marks of time. Perfect for getting more power in, but that's for the next tip. But obviously that shadow material is not what I'm specifically looking for. What I am looking for is the fragments to level up our shadows. These right here. These are so vital to get. Shadow energy is just not available in this game. That's why getting up to 9 gate keys, 6 gate keys, even 3 gate keys additional from what we already get can really add up over time. If you buy even 6 every single day, that's 180 in a month. That's over 10 days extra on everyone else. and that really starts to stack up. That's why I do recommend it, because if you go to our shadow tab right here, you can see just how much energy it costs, and it costs quite a bit. So getting that up really will contribute to how high your army level will be and how high your total power will be, meaning more power in return, which is vital for progression. As you can see, you get around 2,000 every single level, at least where I'm at, which is so important. So that's tip 1. Tip number 2 comes from this right here, the Armory. You want to make sure you advance your Armory slots properly. So if you go to unlock, you have 2 options. You can either use your marks of time or use essence. I recommend essence all the time. 90 of these is honestly worth every single bit of essence here. So I'm going to use 4,500 essence. That's a lot, don't get me wrong. It initially only costs like 1,000 or so, or even less, 500. So please always use your essence for this. Otherwise, you're wasting all your marks of time, meaning less power coming in. It does make a difference, trust me on this. And one more tip here that's super important. So I'm going to confirm, unlock that slot. We already got 2,500 power. And if I go to advance, watch carefully. So the first one here costs 30. Perfect. Enhance. That's fine. And what you normally want to do is enhance every single weapon at the same time, one level by one level. That's the most efficient route until we reach certain points. So this one costs 50. Let's do that. We get 1,000 power. Next one, 70. We advance that. As you can see, same power amount. So that's why even distribution is so much better when it comes to your weapons in the Armory tab. But then you see here, this one costs 30. Now, I want to divert your attention all the way to this right here. Let me go here. Okay. So when I go to Armory Enhancement, this is already 6 out of 7. So the next one will cost 30. Perfect. But this is a point where you don't want to do even levels because watch this, next weapon, it's 5 out of 7, one level behind. If I go to enhance, it's actually a 70 cost for the marks of time, meaning way less efficient. So that's why it's always best to go to level 5, then level 6, then level 7 back to back. So from 5 to 6 to 7, instead of going from 6 and then switching to the next weapon, going to 6, going to 6, no. You want to go to 7 right away from 6 to get the most out of your marks of time, maximize lunar value, 1,465 power, easily done. And I do want to do the same thing for this weapon I just unlocked here, at least the tab that is. I want to make sure I get 30 marks of time. Let me actually do that right now. Let me go to the crafting tab. You can craft these up, do not forget. Let's get, 17 or so of them in. Craft, that should be enough. We have 13. So let's go back. Also, another tip, you can craft them, up to you. Armory Enhancement, 30. Enhance, and boom, 1,000 power again. Obviously worth it. Next one is 50. So do the same thing until I get to that point where it's not worth it. As you can see, slowly getting there. From 50, it'll cost 70. And then from 70, it'll cost 30, which is quite interesting. A lot of people do miss, so watch out for that. And actually, just from doing that, let me check what my power is really quick in the battle tier. Oh, we're almost at 1 million power. Ooh, if only I wasn't a light spender. I know I keep saying that. And actually, my JINWOO is actually kind of low in power. He's 264k, which is pretty low. He should probably be around 280k, but the problem is when it comes to my shadows, my army tab is very low. I did not buy gate keys. I was pretty late for my gates, so that's why I want to make sure you don't make that same mistake I did. So that's why I do want to make sure you don't make that same mistake I did. And holy, this is so creepy. This is literally Halloween vibes right there. But anyways, I want to make sure you maximize on your shadow army. Otherwise, you'll have a very tough time clearing content, because when you're in that red power zone, even when you're in the white zone, you are losing out on so much potential damage. Your crit goes down, your precision goes down, which is not a fun time. So hopefully those little tips did help you out. This will ensure your power goes up, but also one more tip, just a really quick one. Just remember, you can still swap around your artifacts if you need more power. Certain artifacts do give you more. As you can see here, this artifact here, the helmet, damage increase, defense pen, attack percentage. If I swap it to, let's say, this one here, or actually let me pick this one, attack and to crit, let's see, does our power go down? And it does by a substantial amount, almost 2,000. So if you're ever short on power, make sure to swap your artifacts around, see which ones are the best in terms of power gains, especially when you're jumping into a game mode with JINWOO on your team and you have hunters as support. That way, you can really maximize how much power you get. So you can see right here, for example, 834k power, but I can go to one of my hunters and swap one of their artifacts around, maybe switch one blessing artifact for another, and gain 1000 power. You can keep doing this over and over again, min-maxing on your power to ensure you're in that white zone, because it's very important you reach it. Otherwise, you're going to get smacked around, lose your crit bonuses, your precision bonuses, lowering your power, which is obviously not ideal. So make sure your artifacts are maximized even on your hunters they're using for support. Every 1000 power gained on your hunters translates to around a 60 to 65% power gain for your team. So do note, it's not a one-to-one conversion, it is a percentage around the 60% mark. So that's all I had for you today. Just 2 tips, 3 tips, however many tips that was, to make sure you get the most out of your power. If you enjoy, do drop your like, make sure to subscribe, and do stay tuned for more solo organized content like this. This was your Code King Zaff, signing out.